Hello everybody, welcome to my channel, or Ronald the Peculiar One channel. I gotta get used to changing that. uh, or introduction of that, because I think that sounds better. But yeah, here we go. I've been playing Super Mario 3D World on the Nintendo Wii U. And we're going to continue where I left off. So far, this has been treating me right so that I can continue playing it, because I'm just a casual player slash at times reviews, and I also do unboxings and attempting to fix stuff sometimes, and plus other things as well. When I do improve here, I'll be doing even more things. I even do some tear downs of some handhelds and stuff like that as well. If you hear birds or whatever, I'm sitting by the window and the window is open. So if you hear anything like the wind blowing or birds or whatever, that's why. So it's taking advantage of the weather, because the weather isn't going to last. It's going to start getting really cold and gray. Basically, skies will be gray, and then it'll be really cold because it's going to be winter time. We're now obviously in fall, so but all right. Yeah, so we're going to play a little bit of this. If the save still works, I'll find out shortly here. That the saves don't always work, or sometimes the saves can be deleted on its own. Sometimes it'll do that. It'll error up. If that happens, I'll just move on to another game before I get tired of this one. So if I lose the save state or the restore points file, then I'll just move on. I'll be kind of disappointed, but because I'm kind of it's kind of interesting, this game. It's not like all the other ones. All the 2D sides views of Mario's. A lot of the Mario's are they're kind of repeating themselves. They might add other things, but they kind of repeat themselves. And to tell you, in my view, in my opinion, when they did the that Mario Maker or whatever that is, where you can make your own levels and stuff, when they did that, it kind of ruined Mario. It's because that it kind of Nintendo kind of showed us how they actually make Mario games. They have this base program they use, and especially the side scrollers, they have this base program they use, and that's kind of like what Mario Maker is. And that's basically what it is. Mario Maker is part of the programming that they use to make Mario games. Really easy. If you're ever been on Mario Maker and made your own level, but and had all the options available to you to make a course, well, there you go. You just made a Mario game, because that's what Nintendo did, and that's the program they used, plus other parts they put with it to make Mario games. So it kind of ruined it, because now you know how it works, and that's my take on it. When they did that, I kind of lost interest in the Marios, a lot of the side-scrolling ones, because everybody can make Mario with the Mario Maker. Yeah, I mean, you might be limited on certain items you can put on it, but that's basically how they program Mario. And so this one here is a little different, because it's 3D. It has a little bit more to it than just that Mario Maker type feel to it. Because all the Marios became like Mario Maker to me after that Mario Maker came out. Anyway, like I said in the beginning of my videos, and at the end of the videos, I will chat like this. During the gameplay, I will not chat most of the time. So please listen to the beginning and the end of the video. If you can, part of the video in the middle too, because the more views and the more time that people view my content, the better it'll be for me to continue the channel to grow. But yeah, in the beginning and the end of each video, I've been chatting a lot more. I've been plus I do updates. I might do an update today, explaining something that I'm in the process of working on, that I will show everybody. It's another one of those show and tell types of videos or content that will be coming. I've been kind of lacking doing that. I haven't had the time to finish that project for video yet, but I will. It's coming, and I'll let you know at the end of the video what that was. If you haven't been following along with my videos, if you have, you'll know what I'm talking about. If you have not, please stay tuned towards the end of the video for a reminder of what it is. Well, that for the next content project I'm doing. So, all right, let's get started on this. And of course, the joystick went sleepy mode again. I did do the settings on it. But it didn't work for this controller. Yeah, it didn't work. All the settings do is for the gamepad, it will brighten it. You can turn off the delay or whatever it is for the gamepad, for instance. But the GamePro U for the Nintendo Wii U here, it just turns off. Now, either there's something wrong with the battery, it's not keeping a charge. That's why you have to keep it plugged in, and that's why it's turning off, like going to sleep. Or it just does it. It just goes to sleep anyway. And like I said, this is a very old system. A lot of the batteries and the controllers are, well, they're going out basically. They're not keeping a charge anymore. I think my gamepad is the same way. It'll have like a charge, maybe 10%. It shows that it's completely charged, but when you unplug it, it only lasts maybe, like whatever the time would be for maybe 5 or 10% of the battery life that's left, even though it's supposed to be fully charged. So it doesn't keep a charge very long. I noticed that. So all right, let's get started on this. I'll play another part here, and I hope you enjoy it. And stay tuned towards after the gameplay is done, because I got an announcement or a reminder coming. All right, let's get started. Hope you enjoy it.
Okie dokie. Let's go. Oh, no!
Well, there's another gameplay down. For that announcement, remember that video I did for fixing the disc tray for the PlayStation 2? Well, I'm in the process again. I'm in the process of painting it. I just got to do a little bit more on it. I haven't had the time to finish it, and I've said that in a couple of my videos in the past as a reminder. Yeah, it looks way better because when I did that video with the disc tray, I grinded a little bit off of the plastic, and it made it look a little rough. So this paint will fix that. The plastic can't come back, but you won't notice it that bad at the point because you'll be too focused on the paint job, you know. So it's not going to be a black color. With the original color is the plastic is black and it's scratched up and stuff, kind of wore out. Well, I've changed the color on it. I just got to finish, do a little bit of a couple little touch ups, and I got one little section left to paint before I do the final paint. So that's going to take a little while longer. I haven't gotten to it. I've been working to be motivated to finish it. I keep staring at it where I have it set. I gotta get to that. I gotta get to that, you know. And I also have to I also have to put it back together. I'm doing the best I can. I gotta get it done soon, so before I start losing pieces, start losing screws and stuff. And I was like, how do I put this back together now? Well, I worked on PlayStation 2s for a while. I fixed several of them. I installed new lasers. It's really getting hard to find lasers for the PlayStation 2s now. A lot of things that the aftermarket stuff. A lot of people have bought up the supplies over time, so it's getting really difficult. And then at times when you get lasers that they're faulty, it's like one out of every 2 or 3 lasers work, it seems like. So everybody has issues with them, and you got to set the power supply. There's 2 little screws in the laser. Plus, you also have to desolder the little solder balls on it, static things. It's a solder. It grounds it out basically, and you got to remove the solder balls to unground it. And it's like a safety thing they did. I don't really see that it really does any good because a lot of the lasers are faulty now that you buy for the PlayStation 2. If you can get a PlayStation, be fortunate to get a PlayStation 2 working, or a new laser in it where you don't have to do that much adjustment. Usually when you change a laser, you end up having all kinds of problems with it. So yeah, there you go. So I've worked on PlayStation 2s before. I do have a few of them that still needs to be fixed, but I just don't have the money to get the parts for them. So I have to kind of just set it in a big box, a big pile of them. There's like 3 or 4 of them left that I have to fix, but I don't have the money again, like I said, for parts. It's money's tight for everybody. Like I said in my past videos, it's really hard for the entire world. Even the United States, where I live, is having a lot of problems, a lot of issues. Prices are so out of control. It's crazy. It's really hard for everybody. So all you other countries, remember, the United States ain't as rich as you think. Maybe the government, maybe certain elite people, but the majority of people in every country they struggle. It's based on what the government decides to charge, taxes and everything else. Remember that. So don't get bullheaded or anything, and realize that, hey, even the United States people are not as rich as you think. We are very poor. Most of us are very poor, and we struggle to make ends meet every month. We live from one check to the next. Remember that. Don't get full of yourself out there. And remember, it's not the people of each country; it's the governments that ruin it for everybody. If they got a bad government or bad people in there that control things, they're the ones that are at fault, not the people of the nations. Remember that. All right, enough of that. So I hope you enjoyed this and that update, and moving on to the next video. I'm gonna enjoy this having this window open just a little bit longer here before I have to close it. All right. Hope you're enjoying your day too. Enjoying the weather if you got good weather where you are. Okay. Take care, everybody.